What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction video, I am once again going to be checking out a band for the very first time. And even though this is my first time hearing this band, I've actually heard their lead singer, Timo, in another band, Alleviate, who we've checked out on this channel before. Now, from what I understand, this is his main band that he's had for quite a few years, and it's going to be a lot different sound than Alleviate was, so I'm pretty interested in checking this out. Now, their last studio album released in 2020, and it was called Unseen Relations. And while there has been a couple singles that have come out recently, this being the most recent, I haven't seen any announcements on a new album or anything like that. But usually, after a couple years have gone by and we start seeing singles coming out, that's a sign that we're probably going to get a new album sometime soon. So if I hear anything about that or we get some more singles, we'll probably check it out on the channel and I'll let you know. But let's jump into this one, man. I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, for the very first time ever, I'm going to be listening to our Mirage with the brand new music video for their song, Calling You. Let's go.
I can't be with myself. No, I am. It's just a mask. I play pretend that I'm okay, but I'm alone and not a sense. I hear the wolves are at my door. I take the pills so that I finally feel something. I can't remember how I felt before. I feel the light when I'm alone. I feel the weight of the world bearing on my chest. I was so lifeless staring at my phone. Should I call you? Should I call you now? And I'm calling you.
So yeah, a lot different sound than what we heard with Timo's other band, Alleviate. This is sick though, man. So when we first checked out Alleviate, I really liked Timo's voice, his clean tones with that stuff. But we didn't get to hear it as much and as well as this. And I actually love his voice. It's very soulful. Like you can hear a little like soul and grit behind it a little bit. That's really cool, man. I love it. Overall, the mix on this, right off the bat in the first minute, sounds fantastic. And just like with Alleviate, I'm just going to assume, I could be wrong, this is an assumption, I'll assume that Timo also mixed and produced and did everything on this because he does have a home studio that he records a lot of stuff at. Master Blaster? Mega Blaster. I think it's Mega Blaster Studios. I'll double check and make sure, but he's got his hand in a lot of stuff, so I would imagine that he is doing all the production with his own band. And if he is, it sounds really good. I want to get some looks at some more of the instruments. We've only got 3 people back there, so it should be pretty easy, but let's keep going, man. This is cool. Dude, the bass tone on this is incredible.
I'm feeling down, so lonely and depressed. Searing pain with a hole in my chest. This is where my heart and happiness used to be. I'm sinking deeper, so help me, please.
Oh, shit.
Awake when I'm alone. Feel the weight of the world bearing on my chest. Hours of lifeless staring at my phone. Should I call you? Should I call you? I'm calling you.
Okay, I assume that second chorus is feeding into a bridge there. The question that I was going to ask to myself and to anybody watching is, where do we think this is going to go? Do we think it's going to be like a picked up bridge, like vibing with the rest of the chorus? Maybe he transitions to harsh vocals. Are we going to get a fucking breakdown? I don't think we're going to get a breakdown. I don't know though. I wouldn't be surprised. I like the overall sound of this, man. It's a very approachable sound for a lot of people, but it still throws in some of the aggressive elements from the other stuff I've heard from him, man. His harsh vocal transition there was really good, and it fits the rest of the vibe really good. What was I going to say? There are sometimes transitioning into the parts on the downbeat where there's like a massive like punch where it sounds like really big, and that's a really cool production effect that I really like. So, also, when's the last time anybody's actually seen a rotary phone? This is probably the first time for me in a while. Other than that, let's talk about some instruments real quick and the other band members. So, the guitar player is most definitely, absolutely playing a Solar. Now, Solar is the company of Swedish guitar legend and YouTuber and producer and just interesting personality, Ola England. Now I haven't gotten a really good look at that guitar. I haven't seen the body style that well. It does look like a Solar Type A, which is their most popular guitar design, but it could be an AB. I haven't seen it well enough to know. I'll try and look while I'm editing and find out the correct answer. Their bass player, who has a phenomenal tone on this, really punchy, and it's really up in the mix. As a fellow bass player, I enjoy that. It looked like, well, it's definitely either or a Fender or a Squier. I think it's a Squier. I think I saw the headstock, but it's a 5-string jazz bass. And again, it just sounds awesome. I think at this point, most people are aware, but Squier and Fender are owned by the same company. The Fender Musical Instruments Corporation owns it. Squier is just like their mid to low level line, just like how ESP has LTD, Gibson has Epiphone, stuff like that. And then their drummer, I have not seen what kind of cymbals he's using at all, but he is playing an acrylic kit from Natal Drums. Now, acrylic is something we're seeing more and more. It's just another material that's used for drums. Overall, a lot of people, a lot of drummers that I know say it gives you a little bit of a louder, punchier tone, but you can really only tell the difference between acrylic and wood. Like if it's soloed in a recording like this, it would be hard for me to hear if it was acrylic or wood just on a guess from hearing it. But acrylic's becoming really popular again, man. It's a good look. You're seeing a lot of drummers that are throwing like LED lights in it to be really cool looking on stage and stuff like that. But Natal is a really interesting company because we don't see it a lot, but they've been around since like the 50s, and they were really popular in the 60s for their percussion more than their drums. And when I say percussion, I mean like, you know, like congas and stuff like that. Led Zeppelin was using them, Fleetwood Mac, Deep Purple, Santana, really popular in that musical scene. But in 2010, Marshall Amplification bought Natal and now produces all their drums, and we're starting to see more and more kits. I think that's it for gear, man. Let's just enjoy the rest of this. Oh my God, hold on, I want to go back into that. That was such a good transition. Holy shit. It wasn't even that it was just the drum fill, it was how it was mixed in there. Everything else kind of cut out, and the drum fill stood out leading in. Dude, such a good production job. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Dude, I think they're filming this at It's the same studio that Eskimo Callboy did We Got the Moves at. And the song that they did with Kala as well. That bathtub looks really fucking familiar. I'm going to go double check. And I've got to assume, just because of the connection with Timo, that Mirko Vitsky directed this as well. He did the Alleviate stuff. He's done a ton of stuff with Ghost Kid and a bunch of other people too. Dude, I can't believe I'm doing so many videos now that I recognize fucking sets and recording studios. God. Damn, man. This was the whole like second half of that video. Even though I was really watching, I was really more listening to like the audio production that's going on too. Mega Blaster. Oh, Daryl Cymbals as well. Another Turkish cymbal company. Okay. And Mirko Vitsky. I'm kind of second guessing myself if that is, what's the name in German? Divabe, I think it is. Which means the honeycomb. That's the production studio where they film videos. I'm kind of second guessing myself now. It might not be, but I think it is. I'm gonna have to look into that. This is fun, man. Let's go talk more about it. No joke. I just found Timo on Instagram and messaged him asking if they filmed at Divaba, because I absolutely have to know, because that's gonna drive me nuts. But that was way better than I was expecting coming into this. I'm not going to lie. Not that I had any reason to not think it was going to be good, but there are some times where I'm sitting down to listen to a band for the first time where it's kind of hard to gauge what I'm going to get. And that blew me away, man. I thought that was fantastic. One of the things that I appreciated the most about it was the build through the entire song. The actual like feel and energy from start to finish felt like it was at a solid ramp up. I mean, if you start at the beginning of that song and listen to it and then go like halfway through, it almost has a different energy to it, the way that it was mixed and arranged. And I just really appreciate the structure of that and the detail, man. But this was great, man. I can't wait to check out more from this band, especially because they do have an album up already and some other singles and stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to checking out future releases, especially if they have a new album on the horizon, because I'll go pre-order the album. I'll buy it. I'll support this band. It was great all around. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. So, man, thank you very much for watching. If this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. I release new videos all the time. Subscribing is free, and it helps my channel out a ton. If you liked this reaction, I would greatly appreciate the like, as it also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, no problem, man. Thank you very much for your time. You are free to click dislike if you didn't like it. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server that a ton of us are hanging out on all the time. I have a Twitch that I stream on where I do everything from video games to live reactions, bass playing, guitar tech work. So if any of that stuff interests you, I will throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.